What up, y'all? Welcome. The Young Thug breakdown is dropped over on Math 2Con 2 Puppets on Strings. Do me a favor, check that out, okay? But look, we have a football breakdown here. Saquon Barkley sets a Eagles franchise record with 255 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and a 37-20 win over the Rams. And welcome to Daily Decodes 81-2, okay? Let me go ahead and read a little bit of this. So, when Saquon Barkley glanced up at a SoFi Stadium replay of his latest huge run for the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night, he happened to see a graphic indicating he had 173 yards rushing, only 16 shy of what he knew to be his career high. Here's the quote. I said, "Aw, I wish I never saw that," Barkley said with a grin. "That's just the devil talking. That's how I look at it. I'm a big believer that if it happens, it happens. Just let it come to you." Barkley decided to continue to run for his teammates, not for records. A few carries later, both his personal best and several additional superlatives, I don't know how to say that, fell right to him with his second massive touchdown run on a historic night. Okay, so check this out. They pick up the victory 37-20. They scored 37 points against Los Angeles. Los Angeles equals 37. This game, November 24th, the day leaving 37 days in the year, and Saquon Barkley equals 73, the 37 reverse. And look at the clipping from the article over there. Barkley had a mere 73 yards rushing in the first half. And look at some of these other connections here in the ordinal cipher. Look, 109 Los Angeles. You get 190 with Saquon Barkley. You get a match with 161. Barkley's got this big game against Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley, Los Angeles, both equal 161 and 53. And those are in different ciphers, but this is nice, okay? Because you see all four of the base ciphers, and 109 is like 190, okay? You get the 1 and you get the 9 in there, all right? And for the game being the day leaving 37 days, that kind of puts that right over the top there, all right? And 37, if y'all didn't know, 37 is the 12th prime number. This game, week 12 of the NFL season, Barkley had 302 total yards, becoming the 12th player in NFL history to top 300, and the first Eagles player, while also becoming the first NFL player with 2 70-yard touchdown runs in a game since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2009. All right? Now, I mentioned the 161. You see the big game against Los Angeles, 161. Saquon Barkley, 161. Both of those are like 16, okay? Or 61, however you look at it. If you look from left to right, 16. From right to left with the 161, you see 16. Well, even Los Angeles Rams in the ABC 123 cipher, when you simply write it out like that with that method, you get 160. Okay? The game on a 16 date numerology. And what did I just read? Only 16 shy of what he knew to be his career high. Okay? And then, of course, it says decided to continue to run, not for carries, went on to have more success here, right? So you see the 16s, you see the 61s in there also. The total score, 37-20, Rams fall to the Eagles. 37 plus 20 is 57. Rams equals 57. Okay? And look, you get the reflection again. Saquon 75. Same cipher. Reverse. Z is 1, A is 26. You also get a match 30 in the reverse reduction cipher. All right? Check that out. And as I read, they let you know in the article, he looks up, he sees he has 173 yards rushing. Okay? That's the 40th prime number. His birthday, February 9th, is the 40th day of the year. And now the Eagles improve to 4-0 against the Rams in the Los Angeles area since the franchise returned home. You see that right there? Let me continue to read that. But they led just 13-7 at halftime, despite dominating both sides of the ball in the second quarter. So how about that? Let me show you the calculator real quick. This is the calculator this will help you out, Right here, let's just, we could just put Barkley in. But let me just show you. You see, it does all the work for you right there. All right. So you see ordinal, reduction, reverse, and reverse reduction. It's as simple as that. All right. Now back over here. And you'll see how the last name Barkley hits here shortly. Okay. So I mentioned he's got the 2/9 birthday. I pulled this from a prior breakdown. You see Friday, September 6th, right here. This game in Brazil, the Packers at the Eagles. Okay, you see that from earlier the season. That was their first game. The season started the day before. Okay, but look, this is what's nice is I can pull these breakdowns from the past and look how the numbers hit. Okay, I showed you his birthday, the 40th day of the year. That's the upcoming birthday, right? You see right there? And again, look right here. You see how we hit with the 40 in that breakdown. Brazil equals 40. Okay, I simply copy and pasted from that breakdown, right? So those numbers are obviously going to like kind of follow the character. All right, so you see how the 40 hits right there. Birthday, 40th day of the year. 4-0 against the Rams since the Rams returned home. And you see that 173, the 40th prime number, okay? And Barkley equals 29. You just saw me enter it in the calculator. Barkley equals the birthday, 2/9, February 9. That's amazing, right? Because these letters have number values to them. Okay? So it's not wild for somebody to see that his birthday is 2/9. Now, anybody who questions this code, well, it's kind of hard to question. You see Barkley equals his birthday, but that prior breakdown from this September 6th game versus the Packers, you see that the Eagles beat the Packers 34-29. The Packers score 29 in Brazil. Okay, and I show you how that all connects with his birthday even, right? So that's, in my eyes, that's amazing, and it will never get old, okay? And you see how this code is undeniable here. Let me tell you something else. Who else got drafted in the NBA back in the day by the Philadelphia 76ers? Now, Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia 76ers, right? But Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, nonetheless. Charles Barkley was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers. So there's just another piece, okay? And he retired recently from he would do, what was the show, Inside the NBA, is that what it's called? But an analyst or whatever calling the games, right? So you see, and how many Barkleys do we have out there? You see how those characters shining on the main stage, uh you see how that connects, right? And that game against the Packers, even September 6th, P, Philadelphia P. I mean, if we were just to go a little bit further on that. But yeah, Charles Barkley, Saquon Barkley with the Philadelphia connection. I mentioned his birthday. Okay, the 9th day, the 2nd month. His team pick up the victory here. They land on 9 wins, 2 losses to match the birthday. The Rams, 5 wins, 6 losses. Saquon's upcoming birthday, 56 date numerology. 26 carries for Saquon, 26 on the jersey. His birthday, the 2nd month of the year, he picks up 2 touchdowns. All right, follow me? 255, I guess maybe you could say, maybe that's close to 26 if you were looking at it from that point of view. Think of like 25.5. Think about that, rounding up to 26. Anyways, that's kind of the closest I came with the 255, but that's a great game, right? Now, this game, Sunday night, okay? Look at that. It's an 11. You see, it's a span start to end, but it's still 11 weeks. 11 weeks, 1 day. So, or just over 11 weeks, but you get the 11, okay? Now, so you could say, uh, we'll just say 11 weeks, 1 day, the span, if you take this game and you run it to his next birthday, okay? 1-1-1, start to end. He used to play for the New York Giants. New York equals 111, like 11 week, 1 day. Now look over here how that's the same as 78 days. Okay? And now he's on the Eagles, this game against the Rams. Well, New York also equals 78. And his birthday, February 9th, 2 plus 9 is 11. And this game, big game against the Rams, November, the 11th month of the Gregorian calendar. Look at that. All right? And New York, the 11th state, and all of those 11s, right? That connected with New York. We don't need to get into all of them right now, but used to play for the Giants. So you see the connections with the Giants that are probably always going to linger around this character, uh, right? And you see those numbers from that prior breakdown right there that connect with the birthday. These numbers are probably always going to follow this character as well. Brazil with that game. All right. So, some undeniable stuff there, right? And that's Look, that's a simple breakdown of this Sunday game. All right. Let me check. We'll check the article. And let's just see if something else wants to pop out at us. Again, I didn't catch anything on exactly with the 255. It looks like Walmart's trending again, like Trump Wall. And look, right next to Trump up there. I shouldn't even say the name, but I'm telling you, it triggers something. But I guess I'll leave it at that. It definitely triggers something saying that I've noticed lately. So let's see what else we got here. Let me scroll down. Again, they say Barkley ran for scores of 70 and 72 yards. That's huge with this presentation of the National Football League. In the second half, can you believe that? So he really piles it on in the second half with the record 255 yards rushing in Philadelphia's seventh consecutive victory. Wow. 30. So look at that. He has a 70-yard run, like 7, and it's their 7th consecutive victory, and that 70 highlighted along with the 72. Barkley wrapped up the 9th most yards rushing in a game in NFL history, y'all. So amazing. Largely thanks to his huge TD run, bookending the second half. He sprinted for the 70-yard score on the opening snap of the third quarter, added the other huge run up the middle with 2:44 to play. And, just some quote from the coach, a quote from the coach, Nick Sirianni. Uh, Again, he's got the 302 total yards, becoming the 12th player in NFL history to top 300 and the first Eagles player, while also becoming the first NFL player with 2 70-yard touchdown runs in a game since Maurice Jones-Drew, let me copy that, in 2009. All right. And I swear we saw that 2009 here in this breakdown, but that's okay. What does this say here? Barkley leads the league with the career best 1,392 yards rushing. Wow, so far. Week 12, damn. Including a league best 7 100-yard rushing games in his seismic first season with Philadelphia after 6 frustrating years with the Giants. Okay, look, I get another connection here. While averaging 9.8 yards per carry, Barkley obliterated the Eagles' franchise records of 217 yards by LaShawn McCoy in 2013 and 296 total yards by Deuce Staley in 2000. He also had the biggest rushing performance ever against the Rams, exceeding DeMarco Murray's 250 yards for Dallas in 2011. But that 217 right there, when I open up the slides again, you see right there the 78-day span from this game to his next birthday. Well, it's the same as 2 months, 17 days. So you get a match right there. Okay. Let's just scroll down. Right. And they just feed us a bunch of numbers. They speak of Matt Stafford for the Rams. Pass for 243 yards. Getting sacked 5 times. What about, do we have a Jalen Hurts appearance? Let's go over here let's scroll down and see who the next game. So up next at Baltimore next Sunday will be the Eagles. At New Orleans next Sunday will be the Rams. All right. A few little injuries that took place, it looks like. Let's go over here and glance at the box score. Jalen Hurts, 15 to 22, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. So a nice little efficient game to add to the 255 yards carry. Wow, that I can't get over. That's amazing. 255. Kyron Williams, 16 carries, 72 yards for the Rams. Receiving yards, 117 on 9 receptions for Puka Nakua of the Rams. A.J. Brown of the Eagles. We saw in the article 109 yards on 6 receptions, 1 touchdown. All right. Cool. So 17-point victory. You see how the records and how that all lands. We went over the 37. We caught 37, the 12th prime number. Okay. And we can just there's the thumbnail. That's all I entered. Look right there. Okay, and you'll see some other numbers that'll connect. But I think we're, with maybe some other stories and such. But look at his full name equals 100. That's nice because that's kind of like that threshold, right? 100-yard game. You know what I mean? And they mentioned that a few times. 100 kind of being that mark that you want to pass, right? Even as a receiver, as a rusher, that's a big deal hitting that 100. So that's interesting how his full name equals 100 there. And just take a look at some other numbers here. All right. So that's the nice, easy breakdown for y'all. Again, I do this for a hobby. I appreciate anybody y'all tune in. The stuff doesn't get old because the world's appears to be operated on this code. And these celebrities kind of distract us because I think this goes deeper than just the celebrities. Now, it's highlighted with these characters because they're on the main stage. So think about that, right? The way this score all adds up here and matches, in this code with these names and such. It's an undeniable thing if you ask me, okay? So again, you could check out the Young Thug breakdown as well. I just dropped it last night, Math 2 Con 2, Puppets on Strings. You can find that link on the homepage of this channel, as well as other links to my other channels. I'm active on 4 channels right now, and I have 2 that I've retired, but all of the info is out there. All right. I'll leave it at that for now. Again, this is Daily Decodes 81-2. Saquon Barkley sets Eagles franchise record with 255 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns in a 37-20 win over the Rams. There's always more you could find here, but we'll keep it at that, y'all. Shout out anybody who this information comes across. Soak it up. Any comments, hit me up. I'm available. Okay? I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.